What's up guys, JTM Off-Road here. Today's video, we are finally getting the fenders on the Jeep, getting the pocket flares on the Jeep. So I'm very excited that this is finally happening. It's been way too long. This project's been going on forever, and I explained that in the last video, and it's finally getting done now. So thank goodness. That means we can finally move on to other things, which is great. And I'm just going to tell you about it because I don't really have a place to store these, not in sight from the camera. So I'll just point them out to you. Finally got some new leaf springs. Hopefully that's going to be the next video. I'll tell you more all about that in the next one. But this video is all about getting these fenders and pocket flares on the Jeep, finishing this up. So there's really not a whole lot to talk about. If you've been following along, you know everything that's been going on. So I don't think there's anything else to go over. Let's get them on the Jeep. This is where we're at. We got everything off, and we're transferring some of the stuff that was on those fenders over to the new ones. And forgot about a couple things. This isn't on the new one. I think I actually have an extra one. I'm going to try to see if I can find that so I don't have to take this one off in case I have to go back to these fenders. But they're not screwed in. I think they're just riveted or something in. So I'll probably take these and either bolt them on somehow or weld them. But I was trying to get some of these bolts to come through for the overflow bottle and the windshield washer fluid bottle. And some of these holes are kind of grody and don't really do that well. I tried just ramming some bolts through. You can see they didn't go so well. So this is my last ditch effort to try to get these right. So I don't know. I've never really used a tap and die set before. My dad let me borrow his, so I'm trying it out. So wish me luck. I think I started getting it going, so hopefully it'll work and don't have to do any weird stuff. Hopefully we can just keep going with this. So that worked. Really glad that worked. And guess I'm just going to go ahead and chase some of those other ones that aren't really working that great and keep going. So got all the threads cleaned up, and I did find bracket for the air filter box. So looking at the fenders, I don't know if they had slightly different fenders for different years, if that's the case or what. But you can see this is kind of rounded. That kind of has a flat spot. And then this didn't even have any markings of this being there. So I don't know if there's something that was different, or if, you know, these are different on like a 4.0 and a 2.5. I don't know. So I put this up and measured a little bit over from this one hole from there and on there. That's like roughly 3 3/4 inches measured over, and I'm going off of that. But even some of the design here is just like these edges are a little different than the ones over there. So I don't know what that's about. You know, drop something in the comments if you know what that's about. If that's a, you know, engine size thing, or if it's, you know, pre 92 or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not going to do any welding with this. I'm just going to drill holes and use nut and bolt for this. And hopefully that's pretty accurate spot and won't have any conflicts on the Jeep. So go ahead and do that. Keep going. After getting the computer in and starting to put some of this other stuff in, there's like a bracket that goes down here that holds both these reservoirs in place. Well, it's just so rusty. I'm starting to clean it up and just going to put it in, but I just really need to paint it. I really want this project done, but I ground this thing down before and just said screw it and threw it in. And obviously you see where that got me. So grind this down, paint it too, I guess. Alright, so that's drying with the primer now, and I don't want to lose any time doing anything. So everything that needs mounted here, because I still have to put all this stuff in the right location to mount it all up, and it'll just be easier if I have everything over there in place where it needs to be and just work my way this way. So while that's all waiting to get done, we'll just get the other fender in, start getting that all mounted up, get that all in, and yeah, starting to look good. I'm starting to like this. Can't wait for it to all be done. I was actually starting to get worried if the flare was going to cover, because that's a lot of tire showing. So I thought I'd grab the flare real quick and put it up to it, and I mean, for the most part, I mean, it covers. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with it. I think maybe towards the front a little bit. Maybe it sticks up. That could just be from the wheel turning. I don't know. Once it's all mounted up, we'll be able to tell, but getting anxious, that's for sure. So got both fenders on. I'm actually glad I realized something, because it would save me time in the long run. But I was thinking maybe I should just put the fender flares on, because I just really want to see what it looks like. And you know what? It's a good thing I thought of that, because I have to put nuts on the other side of this, because that's the route I went instead of nutserts or anything. That would have been really hard with you know, jugs in the way down there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those flares on finally. done. Project taking way too long, finally done, feels great. So glad it's done. I was kind of skeptical at first. I was a little, I didn't know if I really liked it, but it's grown on me. And I think the main reason I didn't like it is I was used to so much gap between the fender and the tire, and it's from this side it's gone but this side sags so much because of the springs. You go to this side, it's hard to tell, but there's a lot more gap. There's a lot more room there. It's actually like 2 or 3 inches higher on this side than it is this side. So stay tuned for the next project. Rough Country was awesome and sent me out springs to replace my saggy ones. I cannot wait to get this thing leveled out again. I didn't really talk about what was going on in here, but I had to mount all of the onboard air stuff in there again and then just take care of that. So that was all done. I think everything went really well. I didn't hit like any incredible snags. Like it was just, you know, it was all pretty straightforward, I thought. Just took a while. A lot of tedious work, and it could have really been a lot more tedious, but I just decided not to take it that way. I know some of you, it's probably killing you see the things that I do on this, but I mean, it gets beat up and it's always dirty, and I don't know, it's hard to stay motivated to keep something like super clean all the time when it's just gonna get trashed anyway. So just my thoughts, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm very interested to level this out, get that side lifted back up and see how it looks. The Jeep has been in the garage for so long. I can't wait to get it out and driving again. I feel like it's going to look so much better when it's finally outside of the garage and out and about. So definitely going to be doing that, getting some video, getting some pictures of that. So I'm very excited that that is done. This project's done. I've been waiting so long to get this done. I know I've said it so many times, but it feels so good to finally have that done. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like the pocket flares. Let me know if you liked what I had before. Do you like pocket flares? Do you like tube fenders? Do you like no flares, no fenders? Drop that stuff down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Guys, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching this series. Really shouldn't have been a series. I mean, it was just putting some flares on, putting some new fenders on. But at the pace that I work and the pace that my channel is, this is kind of how it is. You know, this is all just with the time I get. You know, full-time job, husband, father. I get a little bit of time to work on this. That's the fun I have in my free time. And obviously uploading these videos for you guys to see. And I hope you enjoy them. Let me know what you think. So, guys, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I've got links down in the description for t-shirts. Make sure to get yourself one of these. It'll help the channel out tremendously. I'd say that's about it for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one.